I'm Angela Facillo from Los Angeles, California. I'm 5 foot 2 inches, and today I'll be reading for Josie. In the beginning, our backs to the cove, I looked at him and I asked, "Why don't you build me a castle?" Milt said, "Anything you imagine, we will make it happen." Famed on TV and publications. Terrace, suspension bridge, and fountains. Two-ladder pool. Waterfall with islands. Imported marble. Water wheel. Studio room with panoramic reveal. Organ pipe room divider. Brass, copper, steel, ocean, city, and mountain views. Exotic plants in a cascading slough for home and business. Zoned C2. 40-foot living room. Mahogany veneer. Velvet tapestries keep out eyes that interfere. It'll be there for at least 100 years. Milt was scheming. I would watch him walk to various spots and just stare for hours at the house, at the surrounding landscape and the distant towers, transforming it in his mind. Day after day, he was coming home from work with remnants of old buildings on the verge of destruction, being torn down to build the new Hollywood freeway. Several large stones, burnt clay bricks, ornate moldings, stained glass windows, a grand wooden door. One day, underneath a pile of brush, he found a lost pool full of green tiles. We decided to make a pool. I began to join him in scheming. Our garden flourished into an enchanting escapes with streams that glimmered in the streetlights and moats crystal clear. But then I realized our home wasn't just a structure. It was a symbol for everything we had built together before the hedge fund tore it down to its slab. There are 300 lights on the castle grounds. Windows line every outward-facing wall. Neighbors began to creep about looking through the fence, gazing from across the street. Soon Milt was showing people in, giving informal tours, collecting jackets in the entryway. The castle seemed to have a better handle of what was going on in our lives than we did. The press began to call. He would tell reporters, "I'm not rich, but I built my castle with love." Endless nights of creeping eyes prevented me from enjoying the grounds. No more late night swims together after an evening of dinner. This was my life, my home. Not some space to be gazed upon like a museum. I started to feel like an animal caged on a display at the zoo. We had more requests from children who wanted to come in, live in the castle when they got married someday. One little boy visiting with his grandma refused to leave. "She must be the witch who lives in the castle," he said, pointing at me. "No, she's a nice lady. She's the queen." Homes have a way of talking about the future. Pools get weird when no one swam in them for a long time. We left. What is a neighborhood if not a thing of loss? I'd trade my husband and my family for this home like it used to be. Famed on TV and publications, hilltop, ocean city and mountain views, bridges, mice, dry ponds, brickwork, chopped palms, and crumbling foundation. it'll be here for at least 100 years.